Hello, guys, and welcome to Magic Survival. This is a fun game, and I really love playing it. So I thought you guys might like playing as well. And it's been a while. If you guys don't remember me, I'm Jack Frost, and I've been busy. Sorry it's been a while, guys. The main reason why I've been busy is because of college and all that stuff. But right now, my best idea is to try and get back to YouTube recording, which may take me a while. Sorry about that. But college has been keeping me busy. I really can't do much of the stuff that I wanted to do with this channel, and I still want to upload. I still do make music playlists, and I still do a lot of stuff. Right now, I'm working on a few of the playlist. If you listen to mainly my playlist, I'm working on a new one. I've working on a lot of stuff right now. A lot of stuff is in the works. I also want to start working on making videos again, which is why I'm doing this. This is a new video. Woohoo! Um, a few things have been happening that has stopped me from actually recording, like school and other stuff. But I've been playing games and doing stuff. Right now, I think my channel is going to be gaming for now because I don't really know what else I can do because I'm too busy to set up projects and to really get into doing stuff. Like, I haven't released a playlist for music in a while, and I don't think I'll be releasing a playlist of random music artists that I listen to or random people I listen to that I think go together well. So since I won't be able to be doing that, like making a new playlist of cool music for a while, I'm going to focus on making videos because I think that'd be fun and I hope you guys like them. I'm going to be putting out like random different types of games like this one. This is one of my favorite ones, Magic Survival. It's a game where basically you survive using magic, artifacts, and other stuff. I I love this game because it's something I do in college in my free time because I have tons of free time on my hands sometimes. And sometimes I have no free time. It just matters on the time and what's happening and how college is going, to be honest. But I'm on break right now, so I'm going to try to get a few videos out, try to work on stuff. And number one, I'm going to start working on this, which is going to be basically, I'll probably show different games. Magic Survival may be the main one for now because I need to find what type of games I like to record and find out which ones I want to record and figure all that stuff out. But mainly I want to work on like just doing like little random games time to time. Number one right now is going to be Magic Survival until I find another one that I really like recording on. And let's just get into the game. So you have many different classes. I don't know how much has changed because I got the game when it was just starting. I got it around when it was just starting. I was like, oh, this is a cool little game. It's evolved a lot, and I love it. I love it so much. It's really kept me enjoy it. It really helped me enjoy it. But I remember when it first started. Oh god, I got it around when it started. I don't know exactly when, but I remember during the time they basically allowed you to have any class, but there was a mastery thing where the way to get mastery was by basically doing levels. They've changed a lot. They've changed a lot. There used to be so many different things. Now, let me just show you what it's about. Mainly, you have all the classes here. Mattering on the color of the class, they will all start out white if it's your first time. And when they're white, they have no special abilities like I have on them. Like for this wizard class, since it's blue, it's level 2, which gives it the normal effect which you'll get for a white class. And then when it's green, you'll get one special effect, like +1 intelligence on this one, or on this one plus magic bolt. And when it's blue, you get a third one, which is reduce the cooldown of magic bolts. Mattering on which one you get, you have different effects or different powers, and each one has many different powers. Of course, you can get all the powers throughout the game, and you can have a lot of fun with it. It is a very fun and very creative game. So I'm going to start out with Wizard, which this class, each time the character raises 3 levels, Magic Bolt damage is increased by 5%. Magic Bolt is plus level 1, and it gets a second effect because it's a blue class. Reduces cooldown to Magic Bolt by 20%. I only have blue and green classes because they've changed it up. At first, they used to do a mastery thing, but when they changed it over to this thing, they gave anybody that had 100% mastery on one of the classes a perfect green, which I had most of the classes in green. I had a few non-greens, whites, but I've been playing a little bit, and they now have if you go to the shop here, you can get research data, or you can play the game and randomly get research data. I don't know how in Infinite, I don't know if they give you any in Infinite, but I know if you hit play and you play through these, you can get basically a decent amount. My highest score on the first two are near 30 minutes because they used to have a little challenge thing and you had to get up to 30 to get like all the whole spew of all the story in the game. Now they no longer have that, sadly. I really wish I still had it because it was really fun. But hey, I understand. Changes happen, games change. But now they have the little like areas. We're going to start out on the first area because I I should have done this game when I first came out with it, when it first came out, but that was a long time ago, and that was a whole different time. But I'll start off with Array Zone. Array Zone, basically, it's the basic field you get. There will be orbs that you can collect. Blue's the lowest. Orange is the second highest. There's only 3 different orbs. There's blue, orange, and pink. The pink one's the highest one. It gives you the most. Orange gives you the second biggest amount, and then blue is the littlest amount. But it's still worth it to collect them. So we can pick from different abilities. Some are passive, which are the green ones. As you see, intelligent gives us an attack increase by 10%. Or some are actual spells, like arcane rays, beams fired light piercing that object. More magic circles. During the duration, attack is amplified. Basic amplifier effect, 20%. I'm going to grab passive because I'm not too fan of both of those. Arcane Rays is good, but I feel like it's better for, like, more later and when you get more artifacts on it. Ooh. I'll show you what one of the... So, you see Magic Bolt where I just fire off little bolts. Here's Incineration. Incineration's a fun one. You get a flame. Can I do it? Yeah, incineration. And there's the pink one. Pinky boy. Okay. I forgot how much it gives you. But yeah, you get a pink. And then we got incineration, magic bolt, and snipe. Snipe increase your crit strike rate by 5%. I'm going to go for a magic bolt. It's good to... Oh yeah. So there are traits that magic abilities can learn. Now, for this game, alright, I'm gonna show you the trait thing. I would want to get Explorer, which Explorer increases the item pickup range, which is very important. I suggest item pickup range, but since I'm just showing you guys this, I'm going to pick the trait, which traits are important, very important. But there's only one ability that gives you 2 traits. There used to be all the abilities giving you 2 traits, but they've changed it up to only where one ability will give you 2 traits. And that's the first one. You normally start out with half the magics. Half the magics start out with Magic Bolt because some of them are passive, or some of them don't deal damage. And they just give you Magic Bolt for that reason, which is understandable. But we got Magic Arrow. Magic Arrow bolts pierce all enemies. Magic Bolt damage is increased by 80. Magic Bolt projectile size is increased by 180. Magic Bolt projectile speed is increased by 180. Firecracker. Magic Bolt scatters each 3 shots and expose. Magic Bolt damage increased by 50. Magic Bolt cooldown is increased by 2 seconds. And then there's Split. I love Split just because I love to get like hitting so many. Plus, since they updated Magic Bolt used to be where it would just shoot like 1, But now they've upped it that it shoots multiple. Over time, it just gets bigger and bigger, and the line gets more and more. So I do split just because I like it. And then spirits, I say really like go with Magic Bolt well. Spirits and Magic Bolt is really good. But this is not what I want in the starting game. Especially if you're doing infinite, I do not suggest this. This is definitely good for starting out, but I suggest. Alright, so we got fast and cooldown, spirits, and shield. Spirits again. But I suggest if you really want to create a decent start for a game, basic idea would be to try and get area of effect. Like incineration is good area of effect. I'm gonna get explorer because we need higher pickup range. I love pickup range. It's just so much easier. I don't have to run on top of it just to grab it. But area of effect is very important for the reason that you need to be able to like harm as many of them as possible. Oh, and here's a chest. Chests will pop up randomly. They used to have it where they'd just be randomly on the field, but they've changed that. They also changed it, which I'm a little sad about, is that they got rid of the backpack. You used to have a little amount you could have. Now it's unlimited amount of artifacts, which is awesome. I do say it's awesome, but I wish they'd like add in a challenge mode where you can go back to the old mode where they had a little limited like amount of items. I think you could hold up to fully 8 items, so 8 artifacts. Now you have an unlimited amount, which I love, but I just wish they would bring back a challenge mode for like the oldies, for everybody that used to love that. Because I can tell you, there are a few people that probably used to love that, where you had to like decide and you had to pick out everything. It is a lot cooler though. I do agree that this is a lot better upgrade, that they've made it infinite. Sorry, I did a fast pull there. It was spirits and incineration, and I didn't look at the third one because I saw spirits just needed upgrading. I do suggest don't go for everything off the bat. Go for like upgrading a few to like mid tier, which mid tier for me is like 5 because I'm pretty sure like 7 or 8 is their max. If you see this, if you get like one of these where you have like nothing that you have right now, I suggest stick to like I'd say 4 to 5 magics and have at least one area of effect, because area of effect is going to be your best friend here. It's going to help you in the later rounds. But you can convert mana, which would basically be my mana bar up top, which you'll see after a little bit. But you can either convert mana or take one of these, which is Lava Zone, Energy Bolt, or Flash Shock. I'm going to convert mana so I can show you this. Up top, you see the little blue line. That's the mana amount. I get more mana per orb I take in, and then once that fully reaches, that's how I level up. So after your blue bar up top reaches full, you get a level up if you hadn't noticed already. But yeah, so I do suggest satellite. Satellite may look very off-putting off the bat, but it becomes very good with the artifacts you can get. And artifacts will also spawn on the field. That's why I'm looking around a little bit, because they will spawn away from you too, the little treasure chest with the artifact in them. So I'm just hoping another one spawns soon. I do suggest passives are very good, especially vitality. Vitality increase max health, increase life orb recovery. So basically the little hearts you find on the map will give you more health, will recover health if you run into any of the monster little things coming at you. Flash Hawk, basically a giant beam that comes at you. It gets rid of a lot of people in a line. It's kind of good for like when you're getting mobbed by stuff. Good AoE, but too long for you to really use as a main AoE ability. If you can get the cooldown down enough with like passive cooldown lowering, you can try that, but I wouldn't suggest it. Then we got Electroshock. Electroshock is basically, it shoots out bolts around you. Bolts of lightning. Little bolts of lightning. They're kind of cute. But I'm going to go for Vitality just because the more health you have, it's just better, because the starting health is pretty bad, to be honest. I'm pretty sure the starting health is 180. Later rounds, you will die instantly from 180 health. So Vitality is very important for like keeping your health up. Another chest. Ooh, okay. Phoenix Bow, Fireball deals extra damage. Fireball, yeah, it's just as it says, Fireball. A flaming ball of fire gets shot from you. Deals extra damage to enemies hit per by direct hit, and they up it by 50%. So basically, direct hits of fireballs will deal more damage by 50%, and they increase the penetration of it. Then there's energy bolts, which I don't have. Splits into two with 20% chance. We'd seen energy bolts, but I'm not grabbing that one either. Oh god. All of these are bad because I have none of them. Lightning Rod. Thunderstorms cooldown is reduced by 15. Electric Zone's damage intervals is reduced by 15. I'm grabbing a Lightning Rod because I like Electric Zone as a good AoE. And it's very, very, very useful. It's very fun. It's also very fun because it's just like very protective. It's like you got a protective place where nothing can get near you. For the starting beginning part. As the rounds go on, Electric Zone becomes more and more weak. That's why the Electric Zone guy might be the best class to start out with. Just because it doesn't allow them to get close to you and very much stops them from getting close to you. Another upgrade of spirits there, just because that's the only one I have. I will mainly just grab for the ones I have, because you can't like spread yourself too thin, or you will get lost. You will lose. You need to just get a strong base of like 5 to 4 magic spells, and just slowly upgrade them. Passives are very good too, so look at the passives. Main passives I normally get are Explorer, which upgrade pickup range because the pickup range is very useful. Alright, Crystal Prism, Arcane Rays, count increases by 2. Blood Pack, max health is increased by 30, so you get a health regen of 0.3 per second. Health regens are really, to be honest, I understand why they're really bad though. They're really bad by themselves, but if you get enough of them, they become really decent. But I understand why, because like if you gave a decent health regen in this game, it'd be a little too overpowered. It would be a little too overpowered after a while. And then Clairvoyance. Characters' sight radius is increased by 10. Item pickup radius is increased by 100. I will take Clairvoyance because that is an epic level and that's really great. To be honest, the higher level, the better it is normally, mattering on what you're going for too. I do need to find, if I find Electric Zone and Electric, oh, look, I just said it. It happened. Electric Zone. The little, like, boy around you. He does damage over time for anything that enters the area. Very useful for, like, keeping people away from you. And as I said, the treasure chest can spawn away from you. And right up, if you notice a little blip in our corner, in the, on the side now, that little blip is where the treasure chest spawned. They will tell you, which is very, very, very nice, to be honest. I really wasn't expecting that whenever I saw it. But yeah, the blips are very important. Also, if you've noticed, I've been picking up, I'll wait till I run into another one of them. Alright, so we can get from this, stuns enemies who have received damage 3 times, attack is increased by 10%. Ruby, attack is increased by 15%. Harmony, all magic cooldowns is reduced by 3. All magic durations is increased by 12. I'm going to go, right now I'm going to go for Ruby, I think. No, I'm stuck between Ruby and Battling Ram because Ruby gives you 15 increased on damage, and Battling Ram does stunning enemies who have received 3 damage 3 times. Attack is increased by 10%. Battling Ram I'm going to go with because just the stun is useful. Stunning is very useful in this game because slowing down the enemy for a few seconds can save your life. I can tell you that by literally saving my life from many different abilities I've had. Oh god. We got another artifact chest. Power cables increase the number of shocks by 30%. We do not have shocks, so that's useless. Golem core. The screen does not turn red even when it becomes Morbius state, which is basically a state where you're basically on very low health and you basically get very red around your screen. I hate that. So I would take that, but sorry, Golem's Core, we have a legendary artifact called Creation Art. Number of all spells is increased by 20%. Now you might be like, number of all spells, what does that mean? Number of all spells, that means the basics of like spells that use like electric shock. Electric shock shoots out electric bolts around you. The number of those electric bolts that are shot out around you are now 20% more. Or like I'm pretty sure it also affects the little thunderbolts that come down when you get thunderbolt, which is basically where lightning comes down, strikes the ground. That ups the number of them. Mostly it will up the number of most spells. I don't know how many are actually upgraded. I don't understand fully how many actually get upgraded because it says number, so I think there's a good amount. I just don't understand the full capabilities it gives you there. Alright, I'm gonna grab Magic Bolt. My Magic Bolt is now level 6. The top level I think is 7 or 8. I'll see in a minute, and I can tell you guys because Magic Bolt might come up again because they love to give me my max thing off the bat. For some reason, I always get a max. Oh nope, all blanks. Lava Zone creates a lava zone that lasts for a certain amount of time. Damage enemies near you. Arcane Ray fires a light off, piercing all objects, and Shield creates a shield that blocks damage one time. I'm going to convert my mana by 20% because I didn't get anything good and I have none of those. I want to try and keep that like 5. You can grow out, but I don't suggest growing out until you have like a few of your magics fully upgraded. The way to tell when they're fully upgraded is like what just happened here. Magic Bolt. There is a green number there. You see the green 7? Level 7. Level 7 is the max for almost every spell. There are a few that are level 5, which would be Armageddon, Shield, Magic Circle, and I think there's an invisibility one that basically makes you invisible and you can run through enemies. But those are the 4 I think that are level 5. Oh wait, also Flash. Flash Shock is also another one that's 5. I think. I don't remember if it is or not. But there are a few that are 5 level, but mostly every normal magic spell will be 7. Passives are random. I will say fully random because most passives can be 3. Some passives can be 5. It's in between 3 to 5 for most passive. I know Explorer's 3. Oh yeah, Haste is 2. There are 2s as well. And it's just like, really, I'm gonna be honest, the passives don't have a set like number for most of them. They're all randomized between their like how useful and how different they are. But we're going to get Magic Bolt to max it, and it gives us a second trait, which only Magic Bolt will give you a second trait. But here's what we're going to get. Continuous Cast, increase the number of Magic Bolts by 1, and Magic Bolt cooldowns reduced by 20%. Irregular Shot, Magic Bolts are fired at random locations, increase the number of Magic Bolts by 5 times. Magic Bolt damage is increased by 50. Magic Bolt cooldown is increased by 3 seconds. Double Ganger, summon 3 phantoms that fire Magic Bolts, increase instead of that character. Okay, sorry. I can't say stuff right today. Magic Bolt cooldown is increased by 50%. I'm going to take Continuous Cast just because that seems like the best one there. It has no downsides. I don't like abilities with downsides, but I understand that they can be very useful. So we have Magic Shield. Damage is received is reduced by 50 of the current mana rate. Mana rate is the like little blue bar above the screen. That's your mana rate. Battery. Electric shock projectiles have a 25% chance to stun enemies. I don't have electric. Broom. Movement speed is increased by 15%. I don't really have anything that relies on movement speed, and to be honest, movement speed is decent, but that's not till around the later game. In the beginning game, it can be also very useful, but I don't suggest it off the bat. I suggest just get up your damage off the bat so you can survive and get a good survival, because I think there's a little timer in the corner if you didn't notice. At 10 minutes will be a basic boss battle. And with that boss battle will come a lot of stuff. So it's better to get your damage off the bat and then to focus on speed later so you can gain more stuff. Of course, you can focus on speed to then gain more, and you can try doing that. But I say that's a more risky play because if you gain more speed off the bat, you're leaving more openings for you to get attacked, and also leaving yourself more like less strong enough to deal with small stuff hitting you fast. Because there will be fast characters, there's slow characters. As you've seen, there's a decent amount of different enemies here. I'll get Mana Shield just because I like more defense. But there's many different ones. We got like the little fast boys are kind of getting through Electric Zone, which is annoying me right now because Electric Zone's level 1 still. I need to get that up. Energy bolts, fires, projectiles around you, incineration, and yeah, you know what that is. It's a little fire in front of me. Cyclone. I'm gonna be straight honest. I hate Cyclone. I will be honest though, I've never maxed it because I've just never liked it. Cyclone creates a small little wind whirl that will blow away from you and deal damage. It's like a small area of effect. You can follow in it, but it's not really that useful, and I'm pretty sure Cyclone can pull in opponents, like the enemies, it can pull them in a little bit, which would be very dangerous for you to stand inside it. So it's not really that very useful when it comes to most stuff, but it is good for like pulling enemies in and getting rid of them sometimes because it can pull them in slowly to like slow their ascent towards you. I will say that's useful, but I just never liked it. I'm sorry to Cyclone. Cyclone looks cool and all, but no. And I'll be getting Incineration this round. But Incineration I really like just because it's basically helps you run forward a lot better. And with Incineration helping us run forward a lot better, it allows us to go straight to what we need, which would be like the orange and blue here. We're going to hit, Electric Zone 3. We're grabbing Electric Zone 3 because I just want to power this up. Because it's going to be more useful later on if we get that powered up more. Oh god. So if you see the little red things, they're explodey guys. Basically, they will explode on you and deal multiple big damage to you. So we don't want to be hit by them. That's why I say area of effect, because as you see right now, we're already in 6 minutes in, and there are crowds of enemies around us. Basically, you need a decent area of effect to kill them, and without a good AoE, you are basically in trouble. AoE is area of effect if you didn't know that. Alright, so what we got here in this box is Torchlight. Fireball cooldown is reduced by 15%. Incineration cooldown is reduced by 15%. Okay. Spiderweb, movement speed of all enemies is reduced by 10%. And Dragon Scales, reduced damage received by 30%. I'm going to go with... Oh god. I'm going to go with Spiderwebs. And we got Spirit. Okay, Spirit can be leveled up to max, and Satellites. And Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm's finally here. Wow. Alright. But... Alright, we'll end off with this, actually. We'll look at Spirit's traits, and I'll end off with this. Magic Missile. Cooldown of Spirits is increased in proportion to number of spirits, and fire intervals become the same as cooldown. Decrease the cooldown of spirits by 20%. Magic Blade. The spirit projectiles is immediately created at target in the form of a blade. Spirit damage increases by 25. Familiar. The spirit are merged into one, and the spirit fires projectiles in all directions. Increase the number of spirits per spirit by 15. And increase the fire intervals of spirits by 5 times. 5 times increase the spirit cooldown. Yeah, kind of a big downside on that one. I'm always between magic missiles and magic blades. Right now I've been going through a magic missile phase because I just really like the ability to upgrade the speed of it if they're really fast. I love Magic Blades though because it makes a secure shot. No matter what, that shot is hitting with Magic Blades. It's really useful in that idea. And I really like Magic Blades just because it increases spirit damage is increased by 2.5. So you get a double and a half. But right now I've been going with Magic Missile because I like the cooldown of spirits being decreased and just like the like faster effect. But I still love Magic Blade. And I will be pausing here and we will be ending off because it's been a 30-minute video and I'm pretty sure nobody wants to watch this long. If you guys want to watch longer, tell me. I'll show you the stats of what I got. Here's my stats if you want to look at it and read it. I'm not going to leave this up too long because I get going. Because I don't want to leave the video too long for you guys. But I'm going to start releasing videos again. May take me a while. Give it time. I'll work on it. But, as you know, I'm going to try to get better at releasing videos. Work on it. Work on my skills at doing YouTube again. And I wish you all great New Year, because New Year's passed, and great Christmas. Sorry I didn't do anything special for New Year's or Christmas, but I wish you guys a great time, and I hope you're enjoying your time with your families, your friends, and everything else in between. I hope and wish the best for all of you, and I care all about you. Now, I need to get going. I'm hoping you have a lovely day, and wish you best to the Snowflake Army. See ya, and bye.